Hey, Trish.
Hi, Trish.
How's our audio and our video? We're trying out a new program, and so we don't know how to use it.
I don't think we're
Is your starting?
working yet.
Oh, so we went live. It says play. Click play. Oh, never mind. On the ad. The
It's still not working.
Mm.
You should stop recording.
Oh.
There we go. Now we're live.
So play. Oh, dang. Never mind. It's the ad.
Oh, I was just behind, so it's going.
Hey, Neil, how are you?
Hey, Neil.
What?
Stop recording.
Turn your volume down.
Oh, I should turn my volume down. I knew that.
We're trying out a new program, and we don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
So.
How's everything on y'all's end?
Hey, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie. How's everything looking on y'all's end? And sounding. Hey, Kaylee.
I mean, say hi to Kaylee.
Hello.
So yeah, we are trying was it OBS?
Yeah.
So we've been using StreamYard for ever?
Well, really, we used StreamYard, and then once we got monetized, or once we got over 1,000 subscribers, we could just go live from YouTube.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But you can't go live on your computer. You can only go live on mobile. Hey, Beth. Hey, Elaine, how are you? And so, when we went and hung out with Mark and Debbie over at Two Old People on a Couch, hey, Jesse and Lisa, we were talking about different programs, and Mark was saying that they use OBS, and so we figured we'd try it, and we're trying to learn how to use it. So
does this program make my butt look big?
Wiley's a jerk.
Both of you guys are stupid.
Hey, Charles.
Yeah, hey, Charles.
James?
Go watch our video of the auction we went to. Not a sharp image sounds good. I will do, Jamie.
Not sharp image. Yeah. I think the mic or the camera on our computer is not very high quality. So I think though that we could use our Nikon and hook it up to the computer somehow, but I don't know how to do that. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Probably get a video cable or something and hook it up
I'm sure,
to the
yeah.
computer. Jamie's looking for a camera.
I'm such a guy.
What?
He was in Salisaw.
That's
where I grew up, Jamie.
So how is everybody doing? Something I like about this program is I can see who's in the chat. Like Brenda. Hi, Brenda. I can see that Redbird Farm's in the chat or in here, but
And she
I haven't
ain't
seen
said
her comment
nothing.
yet.
She's back there sneaking.
Yeah. So we can see our trolls.
Uh-oh, now you broke it.
Yeah, now I can't see the comments. Oh, there they are. I have PC trouble right now. You know what Sally saw? Oh, Sally saw. Haha. Oh yeah, hey there. She commented.
Oh. Just because we called her out.
So, Jamie, when I found my camera, I actually bought it in 2016. I had to think about it for a second.
What'd Sally saw?
Yeah, what'd Sally see?
Yeah, what did she see?
Oklahoma.
So when I bought my camera, I bought it back in 2016, And I was looking online for it, and I ended up finding it on Walmart.com. And it was, I mean, it came with like a bag and a tripod and a whole bunch of different kinds of lenses and everything. And it was, the normal retail value was like $2,500. And I think I picked it up for $500 or $600, which is still a lot. Hey,
Hi,
Mama
Mama
V.
V. Sally saw Muldrow. Yeah. There used to, whenever I was growing up going to school in Salisaw, there was a deal they taught us, and there's actually a long sentence you can say. Can't remember what it was, but it's all the towns in Oklahoma with those kind of funny names. You can actually make a really long sentence, almost a paragraph, out of Sally saw, and the names just make a long and that makes sense whenever you say it that way. But I can't remember what it was. Been too many years ago.
Hey, Mama V. Charles said, freaking abscess. Do you have an
Oh
abscess tooth?
no.
Oh, that's awful. Man, I may hit the pawn shop, but that's iffy.
Yeah.
See, and I had even stopped by several pawn shops when I was in the market for a camera, and they wanted like it was not worth it because at that time, I don't even know. They wanted the price that I paid for that Nikon for a 5 megapixel camera or something. It was ridiculous.
So guys, I mean, probably nobody seen my comment at the top, but
Being able to say the names is half the battle.
yeah,
Like Tecumseh.
yeah,
Try to spell it.
or
Never let you.
Wapanuka.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Um. So anyway, we was like running behind again today, and
As usual.
yeah, as usual, and didn't get to go over any of our channels we was wanting to talk about
It
or
was
anything
it
like
was
that.
like 4:45 and Wiley was like, "Do you even have a thumbnail done yet?" And I was like, "No."
So we have nothing to talk about, to be honest with you.
We've been trying to feature channels and promote channels on our Friday night lives. But we just, hey
Hey
Raquel,
Raquel.
we just didn't do it this week.
Yeah, we just wasn't
We've been
on
really
top of our
busy
game.
trying to get our truck running, which we finally did.
Finally got to drive it home last night for the first time in what, 3 months?
Yeah,
And it
it
seems like
hasn't ran right since the spring.
since we went to Mama V's, yeah, in
Mhm.
early spring, yeah.
Do we have any rubbing alcohol?
Probably if you look in the bathroom.
I've already have.
Okay, well then we can figure it out once we're done with this live.
Dang it.
And so now Emily distracted me.
We was talking about it messing up
Yeah.
since we went to Mama V's.
Yeah, and so we finally like we should have a brand new truck with the work that we put in it. At least it should run brand new. But it our front bumper was broken, so we're driving around without a front bumper.
Yeah,
Because it was kind of
so,
wiggly.
so it had one of those.
Brush
We have
guards on
nothing
it.
to answer you about either. So we had one of those big brush guards on the front of it, and I guess whoever mounted it on there didn't mount it correctly. So it shook all the time, and it broke like all the brackets. There was two little bolts on the very ends of the bumper, on the very end, that was holding the whole setup on.
And it was like kind of hanging on crooked.
So I took it all off to fix it, but then whenever I figured out that everything else was broke that holds it on except those two little brackets, I'm waiting to see if I can get a new bumper in the salvage yard. I'm sure we'll run across one sooner or later in the salvage yard, and we'll be able to put it back together.
It got fixed just in time too because tree company called us like 2 weeks ago and said that there's a whole bunch of pine logs for us to come pick up. They're not real big,
Eh,
not real big around, but it still is good. And so we're supposed to go pick up that wood this weekend, and we wouldn't have been able to do that without our truck.
yeah.
Or without borrowing one, which has really sucked having to borrow a truck.
Yeah. So I don't know if y'all paid any attention, and we probably said something about it Wednesday, but Monday we had to drive the track. Okay, so first off, I had been talking about it for a while. I was like, well, you know what? Worst comes to worst, we can just jump onto the tractor, hook onto our little trailer, and drive the tractor to the feed store. It's like 12 miles down the road. It, um, and so we decided to do that Monday. It come down to it Monday. That's how we was gonna go get our feed. We had to drive our little tractor to the feed store. So it took us 3 hours,
Yeah, come to find out,
and
our tractor's max speed is 12 miles an hour. And we're 12
and it's
miles
12
from.
miles to the feed store. So, we haven't had rain here in months and months and months and months and months. And of course, it decided to rain while we was driving the tractor to the feed store.
Yeah,
So
so we got
we
soaked.
got soaked. It was like what? I mean, 70 degrees probably,
Yeah.
and then we got wet, so we was freezing to death.
Mm-hmm.
But it all worked out. We got our feed, the animal fed, and all that good stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So, Jamie, you said I'm sure inflation has hit the junkyard, and uh, it's owned by Wiley's family, so we don't pay for
I
parts.
get I get like yeah
We're
90% of
like,
my stuff for free.
yeah. Sometimes we have to do work for it and barter, and other times they're just like, just better get it before we crush it. And
Yeah.
we also, our driver's side window wouldn't roll up, and so we were able to swipe a new mechanism for the window too. Still got that cherry log. You're welcome to harvest a big white oak. I have so many that are way, way too large. Um, yeah, we
Okay.
just need to make it over there.
Yeah, one of these days. We might. I'm not 100% sure yet. But whenever we go to Drew's
I don't think we have enough
thingy,
money to put gas in the truck. I think we have to drive the van because I don't
oh,
think
okay.
we have enough money to put gas in the truck.
If something was to happen and we was able to go, we probably, I'm gonna say, we'll be hauling some stuff for Drew to his house because he bought some
Well,
stuff at the salvage.
well, if that's the
So
case, if we're gonna be bringing the truck anyway, you're only a couple hours away.
right,
So,
right.
uh, oh, thanks,
Oh, thanks, Randall.
Randall. Our our uh
How are you tonight,
our
Randall?
van gets about twice as good a gas mileage as our truck.
Oh yeah, if not more.
Although our truck might do better on gas
Maybe,
now that it's not
maybe.
in such bad place. Yeah, still praying for a passport or rodeo to come on
Yeah,
into the salvage yard. Yeah.
that's we're keeping our eye open, but
If you didn't need a 4-wheel drive, it'd be a whole lot easier to get you in something
yeah.
quick.
Actually, we've got a pretty darn nice little extended cab pickup in there right now that's two-wheel
Interior's
drive,
great, it runs great, but it's only
but
2-wheel
it's just
drive.
two-wheel drive.
It come in yesterday and I was like, I was like, that would work really good for Mama V. And then Wiley was like, but it's not 4-wheel drive. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, it ain't going no place.
All right.
But Mama V, maybe we could make a deal on it and get you it rolling wheels are better than no wheels. And then you could trade it in on something 4-wheel drive when we get it, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. I do still have to check it out though because
Yeah.
I mean they got rid of it for some reason, so we've got to
Right,
check it
we
out
gotta
real
look
good.
at it. We wouldn't want to put you in something that we knew was a lemon.
But
So
it's the I mean, of course it's the like a '96 model Chevrolet pickup that's uh
lost 100 pounds of bumper. Yeah, it was probably more than that because the brush guard too.
oh, new 270, huh? I've got a friend of mine trying to trade me a what has he got? That really?
What? I don't know.
Ben's gun that he bought in
I have no idea.
uh,
But I don't think you can say the GUN word
oh
on
yeah,
here.
I forgot.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Um.
stay home. Hey, that'd work too.
Good news is, Mama V, generally, if it's icy outside, you don't have to worry about tornadoes.
Yeah, no, no.
So you could stay home. Fortunately, you don't live like up north where it's icy for months out of the year.
Yeah, it is
How's
really.
your ankle doing, Jamie?
I've done lost it all now. I don't even remember what I was talking about.
She went somewhere and twisted her ankle again, and then she brought food or something and twisted her ankle and dropped
Oh my
food or something and
gosh.
got embarrassed. Yeah. We'll talk
Uh,
to you about it later.
yeah, we'll talk to you about it later, Mama V.
Cause it's a really nice little truck. I
It's
mean, the paint is
Oh,
kind
that's
of
what I was going to say. It's the '96 model Chevrolet pickup, and those years was really bad about the clear coat peeling off the paint, and that's. I mean, other than that, it's got a really slick body and nice interior. It's just the clear coat's all peeling off, so it
mhm.
looks bad. But it's a nice truck.
Possible hairline fracture.
Oh my
Ooh,
gosh, Jamie!
golly. Like I said, 2 wheels is better than no wheels.
Right?
And and but when it would get you through until something 4-wheel drive come in,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
then we can make a deal where you traded it in or something, and
Yeah, I thought I had you one the other day.
don't care about looks. We don't either.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
That's why we drive a minivan now, because it gets good gas mileage and we don't care
What was
about
that?
what it
That
looks
was a
like.
Toyota RAV4 that come in the other day, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, I think
It
it
might have
was
been.
Toyota RAV4, whatever they are, but it had jump time, and before I was able to look at it to see if it was going to be fixable or not, uh, they already started cutting catalytic converters off and sending it into the back to crush it. So yeah, those '90s Chevrolet pickups are just, I mean, and they'll run forever. I mean,
And it's a truck,
they're
but it's a
cheap,
small truck.
cheap
So
and easy to work on. I mean, everything. It's
so it's a truck so you can haul stuff, but it's also a little truck so it doesn't cost a fortune to drive it.
Well, it's not really a little truck. I mean, it's a V8.
Oh yeah, never mind. Scratch that. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh,
Oh no, Trish.
Trish. Where is Trish? Where are you, Trish? I was thinking the Panhandle, but I think that's Lori Carp. Maybe that's in the
Yeah, it
Panhandle.
is. Yeah. One wheel wonders. Yeah, you're right, Randall. That's what we always called them. Hey, Sam. How are you
Hi,
tonight?
Sam. How's it going?
Uh,
Causing any trouble at work lately, Sam? Scaring the daylights out of your coworkers?
hi, Janet.
Hey, Janet.
Yes, they are. They're really good trucks, and one of the better looking trucks. I think.
Central Missouri. I mean, we could deliver. Let's see.
Oh, you're in Central Missouri? Heck, you're not that far. That's not a big deal. Um, we're always running across stuff though that we can get our hands on
It's
pretty cheap.
crazy because, his uncle is one of those we buy old cars guys. And so he'll go and he'll pay $100 to haul off a car that's been sitting in someone's driveway forever. And maybe it's something as simple as, like it needs new spark plugs and it's not firing or something, and they get rid of it. They get another car instead of fixing it because they think that it costs too much.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What'd you think about that, Sam? We haven't had rain in 6 months, and me and her
Yeah.
decided to drive the tractor to the feed store and get rained
We
on.
got soaked. We got soaked. When we were at the feed store, they gave us a couple trash bags to wear on the way home, which was great. I'm sure that we weren't the only ones who put that on YouTube, because there were people slowing down and going around us, and they were probably recording us.
I will definitely have to check that out, Sam.
Good thing we're cooking dinner,
Yeah,
because Sam would make you hungry.
right.
Emmy made cake today from scratch while we were
Oh
gone.
man, and it was great.
It was great.
I can make more.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Because then I'll have to eat it.
I'll make 4 more then.
Should have took a picture. We took
We
a
did a
short.
short.
Yeah,
We did a
we
short.
made a short.
It's funny.
I done a short on my channel and she done a short on her channel.
Yeah, Randall, they do. They give up on good vehicles because they don't know that it's something cheap to fix or that's fixable. I mean, even with what we've put into our truck, I mean, we probably put $500 or $600 into our truck, right?
Yeah, I'd say about 500. Yeah.
To fix it. And that's better than buying a new vehicle.
But of course, most people can't do it themselves.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So
But that's where we win.
What we had done would have cost you $2,500 to take it and have it done.
Right.
$2,500 to $3,000. And in all reality, it probably wouldn't have been worth it if we'd had to pay somebody else to do it.
Right. Luckily, I got a handyman here. Um. Well, y'all should have done it a month ago to bring the rain. I know.
Yeah.
The rain keeps missing us. What's funny is it hardly rained at the house, but it rained on us on our way to the feed store.
Yeah.
But then we got home and you could tell it had sprinkled a little bit, but it hadn't rained much.
Yeah, right, Elaine. That's, yeah, they don't know. That's so.
Shorts, we learned that you don't get notifications on shorts.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark and Debbie. How are you
Hey
guys?
guys, we're trying out OBS.
Yep.
Like
This
you
is our
suggested.
first trip on OBS, thanks to Mark.
Yeah. So we downloaded it shortly after we got home from Pinecone Fest, but this is the first time we've tried to use it.
Yeah. But she was playing around with it a while ago and turned us upside down somehow. I
Yeah.
don't know how she done it.
The trees are brown and dry. Yeah.
Oh, it's even with what rain we got, it's still bad here. It just soaked it up in no time flat. Is that a mason jar lamp behind you? Yes, it is, Sam.
It's one that we made. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn it on.
We actually had a pair of them until last night. I knocked them off the wall and busted it.
Wiley's. Oh, our little thingy came off.
Uh-oh.
We had it glued on there, but I'm trying to turn it on. Oh, look.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can see. It doesn't look very good on the camera.
Can you
but
take
you
it
can
down
see
and get it closer?
Yeah. But we milled the wood, and then we bought these little knobby thingies. And it has fairy lights in it.
Yeah, you can't see the fairy lights very well.
But it's cute. There was a matching pair till Wiley broke it. So
Let Mark know if you have any questions. We will. We will, definitely.
Lots of questions. Like, can you just give me a training session?
Yeah, we built those about a year ago and took them to the flea market. I think we sold one set.
We did.
And
Yeah, we sold one set.
I think we made two sets and we sold one and we still have this set.
Oh, that would have been awesome. A 59 C10.
Oh wow, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Of
What
course,
year is that?
59 would be an Apache, not a C10.
What year is that Dusty has out there?
Which one?
Brown one? That James redid?
65.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 65.
We are going to be building a 65 Frankenstein truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking 3 65 Chevrolets and putting them all together to build one and putting that all on a 2014 four-wheel drive dually frame.
Yep.
So
it's gonna be awesome.
Come by my channel and check that out. We should be starting that here in the next couple weeks, hopefully.
Yes. Right now, we're working on getting the shop cleaned up because it's a mess.
Oh, yeah. It's been like, what, 10 years of hoarders around this shop. So we're having to, oh my Lord, trying to get this shop cleaned out to where we can use it.
Every time a car comes in, his cousin goes through it, and he gets a lot of nice tools out of cars that people just, I don't know why they don't take their stuff out, but these cars are full of stuff.
Well, a lot of times it's because it gets impounded into the wrecker service and the vehicle's not in their name, so they can't allow them to get in the vehicle.
Oh, right, yeah. Can't wait for the build. Well, it'll be starting.
I was hoping to have already had it started, but then we run into trying to get this shop straightened up, and oh my.
And so first, before you can do one thing, you have to do 10 other things, because we had to have a place to put everything that was in the shop, and so we had to make a place for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be on Wiley's channel.
Yep, it's working
with Wiley.
So not working with
no
Wiley.
G.
No G. And it's Not a whole lot on there right now, Randall, but that's fixing to change.
We actually, I come across this thing for any other creators in here. You guys might want to check this out. But I came across a 30-day creator challenge, I think is what it's called. And I can't wait to see what Lindsay does. Yeah, with her truck. Oh my gosh. Or is she starting a YouTube channel? I don't know if I understood your statement right, Jamie. Thank you, Brenda, for posting that.
Is it me?
Sam said he spent the day reorganizing his shop as well. Our shop is awful.
It's
Our shop out here in our yard is awful. But
it's
it's not really a shop. It's like a lean-to with walls, with 3 walls. And that's where we do most of our work when we're home. But it's bad because you can't even walk through there right now without
awesome,
tripping on
Randall.
stuff.
Thanks.
So, oh, Lindsay's starting a channel?
Lindsay's
I
starting a
didn't know
channel.
that. Yeah. Maybe I should have Lindsay be my accountability partner.
Wow, yeah.
So, the creator challenge really dives into your analytics. And so Drew just posted a video. After we get off here, y'all got to go check out Drew's latest video. But anyway, so it really talks about analytics a lot and talks about the importance of thumbnails and titles and having an accountability partner, which is somebody that you send, you create a couple thumbnails, you come up with a couple different titles, and you send it to your friend, your accountability partner, and you ask them for their opinion, and then you take what they say into consideration and you adjust accordingly. And people have gotten really, really good results from doing it. And something that we've been learning is that people don't stick around and watch very much of our stuff. So they'll click on it. But then 30 seconds a minute in, 75% of the people who clicked on it aren't watching anymore. And that means that we've got to change some stuff up because we want to I don't know how to say this, make adjustments to make our channel more interesting for our audience. So we're not going to change who we are, but we just need to find something that is, hey, Tamra, we just need to find something that is more interesting. And I think that we're going to be focusing on Wiley's channel a lot more, especially since we'll be starting this truck build and people will want to see how that, plays out. People like to follow along from beginning to end. So,
Hi, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
Um,
Accountability partner sounds like a PC term for wife.
so we're still going to be doing the live thing on Wednesdays. Our feeding. We'll probably keep the.
Thanks, Randall. Much appreciated.
Yep. Thanks. Uh. So anyway, we'll be doing our live on Wednesday still.
But we're trying.
That's going to change up a little bit.
Hey, Jackie, long time no see.
Hi, Jackie.
So yeah, we're trying to change it up a little bit to make it a little more viewer friendly because we kind of just set up the camera and then do our thing, and we don't really interact a lot. And I know that when I go back and watch it, I'm really bored. So, and I just imagine that everybody else is too. So, we're gonna try some different things. We're gonna try to get more familiar with OBS, this program that we're using, and
where maybe we'll be able to do multiple cameras.
And we took our computer with us last week so that the chat is big enough for us to actually see, and I kind of had it off to the side where you could see what we were doing, but also so I can see the chat and then comment, reply to comments and things like that. So when Drew was here and he did a video about feeding the hungry and things like that, he did a really, really good job. And it's something I actually enjoyed watching.
Thanks for coming in, Mama V.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
Tell Jan we said hi.
Yep. And get a hold of us and we will talk more about transportation situation.
Yep.
So, yeah. So we're just we're learning how to make data informed decisions. I guess if that's, I don't feel like my words came out right, but there are a lot of people going live right now.
Yes, there is.
Jan's live and Black's Tropical Homestead is live. So yeah. Wiley's checking on dinner. Oh wait, no, I thought he was checking on dinner.
Making me coffee.
He's making coffee.
already turned dinner off. It's just waiting on us to put it together.
So, if any of you other creators in here want to grow your channel and become my accountability partner, let me know. We have it great. We have a 32-inch TV in front of us. We can see comments really clear. I bet you can, yeah. Which we have a TV right over there. We could probably also use that. And I would like to figure out how to use our Nikon camera as the camera because this one on our computer is not that great. Oh, hey, Drew! Thank you, Randall. Randall did another $10 super chat to say hi to Drew. So Drew, he just posted a video, y'all. So when you're done on here, go check that out. No, Jackie, we did not. I heard it cost a lot, but I didn't even look into it. So
Drew, you missed the exciting news. We got to drive our truck home last night. Woohoo!
yay! On a negative note though, that C30 we've been working on isn't running the best.
I think it's a fuel issue. I think the uh, fuel filter stopped up or something. I don't think it's going to be a big deal.
A fresh cup of coffee can put you in a fresh state of mind.
Right.
Tamara said that her husband has to have coffee when he gets home too.
I drink coffee. If I had a way to make coffee all day long, whenever we're out doing other things, believe me, I would be drinking coffee all day long.
Yeah, if Lindsay starts a channel, make sure y'all send us a link.
Yes, absolutely.
Did you put a scanner on it?
Yes, I did. No codes. It's the check engine light's off. No codes. Everything's clean. But when you throttle it up, it's like it's running out of gas. It'll throttle up to about
Sounds
1,500
terrible.
RPMs and just bleh.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that either it's the pump or the filter. I think it's a fuel issue somewhere.
Coffee equals starter fluid.
Yeah.
Randall, I will let you know we haven't made it yet, though. It's going to be a good one. I have no doubt. Maybe I should ask Lindsay to be my accountability partner.
Yeah.
Since she's going to start a channel. So we did a video recently that's absolutely hilarious. Like we haven't put it out yet. It's actually a review on a 4-inch chainsaw that was sent to us to do a review on. And man, that little chainsaw is awesome. But we did this video. We had a great idea. We're like, man, we should just make this super funny. And we did. And so I'm not sure exactly when we're going to put it out yet. Because we're still working on title and thumbnail because we really want to get those right. And but when it comes out, you guys have to watch it all the way to the end to see the best part.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
We put some outtakes at the end, and I promise it'll make you laugh hard enough you're gonna pee your pants.
I still
retarded
every time I watch it. I still laugh so hard it's ridiculous at myself.
We are totally retarded, and you guys have to watch it to the end to see it because I promise you will get a good laugh. And we actually had a ton of fun making it.
Yes, we did.
We had a ton of fun. Like, we were giggling the whole time.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. How's it going? So anyway, the 4-inch chainsaw, yeah, ours is awesome.
It's like a $70 chainsaw. I mean, it's one of the cheaper ones.
Yeah.
But man, it has it's gonna transform our life around here. I promise.
Yes, yeah, Jackie. It's very important to know your audience. And that's what we're finally learning. We are like a year and a half into YouTube,
yeah.
And we haven't. I mean, we look at the analytics, but we were looking at like views. We were looking at watch hours and subscribers, and that was it. And that is just the tip of the iceberg. And those things are way affected by the other things in analytics. And so,
Randall, actually, yes, that would probably work great for that. But for You got to watch our video and you'll see what it's used for. It's pretty cool. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it's actually really handy for what,
It
yeah.
is. It is. We tried to use traditional tools and
We showed y'all the downside to traditional tools
mhm.
compared to, yeah.
Yeah, like those clipper thingies. And you can't see my hands. The clipper thingies, the regular like hand saw, and then the chainsaw.
Neil, are you talking about
Probably the C30.
the C30 that we're working on? Yeah, well,
It is now.
so it's a 1978 model C30, but I put the '05 model motor transmission variant and everything all in it. So yeah, it's a LS motor.
Eek! Things are moving forward, but got a 60K quote today for spray foam, so that's obviously not going to work.
Oh my!
Oh my
Which that's a
goodness.
big building.
Yeah, you guys do have a
That's
big building,
yeah.
but golly.
Wow.
Maybe you need to make friends and butter somebody up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh
Oh,
my god.
thanks. Thanks, Randall.
Well, thanks, Randall.
Yeah. Why so cheap?
Man, that is insane.
Goodness.
That's probably about what the freaking building cost, ain't it?
Yeah. I when I had this spray foam done on our little shed to house, it was $1,800, but I knew the guy who did it and he did a really crappy
Yeah,
job.
he at $1,800 he messed her over.
Yeah.
So of course it's very small. I mean it's they don't do but I think what was it 7 or 800 square foot, but you can buy the kit um that does 7 or 800 square foot at a time, and I want to say it's like $400 per kit. But I mean, in all honesty, hey
Lindsay.
Lindsay, in all honesty, that would be
Dang.
yeah, that's what I figured. In all honesty, though, that would probably I don't know. I'd have to see how many square feet you actually had to do, and I'd have to figure all that up. But I mean,
I would focus on doing the part y'all are gonna live in first, because y'all are building a little house inside, right? So I'd spray foam that first.
so if you want to shoot me now, I'll tell you a little deal that happened to us the other day that I probably should have done more with, but didn't have time. So we went and was helping my uncle haul a bunch of stuff he had bought from a salvage yard in Oklahoma City down to his salvage yard, and or a wrecker service up in Oklahoma City down to his salvage yard. And one of the trucks had everything in it, even had barrels, 55-gallon drums
Oh
left
my
in the back
gosh,
of it.
Randall, thank you.
So it even had 55-gallon drums full of the materials in the back of it with the sprayer, with, I don't know, probably 200 feet of hose. It had everything all still in it, the box truck for spray foam.
But we don't know if any of it worked. We don't know if the chemicals were still any good. We just know that there was full barrels in there, like
It
55-gallon barrels in there.
it was all there, and I mean, of course, it probably would have took a ton of work. It could have been fixed, but it
The
was yeah.
Crockers did a spray foam kit for 3K, but they have just a little place, don't they?
Well, Neil, it's actually
It's
not an
inline.
in-tank fuel pump because of the '78 model pickup. It's a special fuel pump that you put in line to get the fuel pressure up for the injectors on that motor.
Wiley is a genius when it comes to redneckery,
Yeah.
y'all. So, redneck ingenuity, sorry.
But anyway, yeah. Um so the crusher is there, crushing everything right now, and it was one of those deals to where if you want certain things, you've got to get it now before the crusher gets here, and we just didn't have enough time to go through all that.
Instead, Drew was here and they were busy like
Yeah.
madmen pulling motors.
We pulled 2 motors in like what, 3 hours,
A
I
couple
think.
hours, yeah. Too bad Drew doesn't live closer because y'all make a great team.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, David.
I always make a dang mess with spray foam, like a 5-year-old running loose with a grease gun.
Yeah.
Hey, David, hello. How's it going?
So we saved what? We saved a 292 motor and transmission for Drew. We saved a small block Chevrolet motor and transmission for me. We saved about a 1970 model Ford fuel truck. We saved that 1956 model school bus. We saved well,
Uncle's killing him because he's like, I buy this
it's
stuff to crush it, and Wiley's like, that's in too good of shape
yeah,
to crush.
no, you
Can't
can't
crush
crush
it.
it. No.
I love duct tape, vice grips, and zip ties. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Eating good groceries. Are they from the garden?
yeah. No kidding. Hey, Lori.
Hey, Lori. Oh my goodness, we're seeing all kinds of old friends in here that we haven't seen in a while. We haven't seen David since 4th of July.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, Cindy. Have we said hi to Cindy?
Look at that. I'm even,
Oh, yeah,
I
hey.
even broke this out today, and then they didn't even show up.
Yeah, rocking the MT mug.
I'm gonna quit drinking out of it now.
If you give 3 southern rednecks an old riding mower, tools, and a roll of duct tape, some spray paint, and a case of beer, you'll end up with the best looking, fastest mower go-kart in the county.
Right.
Hunter is 11, and he's building a golf cart. And they actually, I know. If only Lindsay,
If
if
you only knew,
only
Lindsay.
our property wasn't, I mean, if we had money to buy property, that's what it is. Because right now we're pretty debt free and it's nice. But anyway, Hunter, we had an old lawnmower laying around, and Hunter and Emily got it running, and then Hunter rode around on it for like 2 days, and he was like, "Okay, I'm done.
I'm
This is
done.
boring. It
It's
doesn't
too
go fast
slow.
enough."
It don't go fast
And
enough.
so I keep telling Wiley, he was like, "Well, if he just does this to the gears, he can go faster." I'm like, "Please don't tell him that. If he figures it out on his own, that's whatever, but don't teach him how to go faster and kill
All you got to
himself."
do is actually take the pulley off the motor and the pulley off the rear end and swap them.
Uh, yeah, I don't want Hunter going super fast. He's that kid.
So they decided, him and his little friend up the road decided they was going to sword fight with a couple of bottles the other day.
Oh my gosh.
Anybody want to tell me how that worked out?
Let's just say one of them had to go get stitches.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're like, well, dang, how did you guys think that was going to work out? Kids.
Yeah.
Why is breaking glass so much fun?
Cindy, you have no idea. If you would die of a heart attack if you was down here right now, because I mean, watching him stuff this stuff in the crusher makes me sick. It is
Tears.
absolutely disgusting.
Tears.
Although he's not crushing any of the square body Chevrolet pickups, and some of the older antique stuff he's not crushing. So
Well, at least now they know how to bar brawl.
yeah.
That's right, Tamara. I've said before, it's like, and then you go from like our live to someone else's live and then to someone else's live. It's almost like having a party and just going from house to house
Yeah.
and just hanging out with people.
Yeah, Randall, you're right. That's the way to do it. I didn't grow up with all these safety plugs on our plug in. I mean,
He shocked
I
himself a few
I
times and you
pick
could
up a
tell.
freaking I pick up a freaking butter knife and I stick it in holes and see if it's going to do anything or not,
Save the old iron.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, the kids definitely learn the hard way. And I was like, well, that wasn't very smart. One of them coming, bleeding all over the floor. And as I was rinsing his hand off, I was like, dang, man, you bled all over my floor. And he was like, I'm sorry. I'm just messing with you. I was like, I hope you guys learn your lesson.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We will see, because they are boys.
Yeah, I guarantee you they didn't. I have absolutely zero faith that they learnt a lesson.
When that piano fell on Hunter, he hasn't tried to move the piano again by himself. uh,
Lives are about the only time I get to talk to people.
I'm currently drinking coffee from your mug. Oh,
You know,
Sam must have an LG mug?
if I had an LG mug, I'd drink coffee out of it.
But we don't.
So I'll just drink coffee out of my friends over at MT Homestead's mug instead.
Best thing about lives instead of parties is I don't gotta dress up. Y'all don't mind if I'm in my sweats and a hoodie, wearing my socks, hair in a bun. Yeah, right.
But we just don't want to know about it, Cindy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care if you're in your PJs. Just don't tell us if you're naked. And you can sit here and we can all drink wine or beer together or whatever. Nobody's got to drink and drive because you're already home.
Tamara, I have had way worse cuts than this boy had the other night. I promise you.
My dad poured salt in it. Ouch. And where are your friends, Wiley?
You wasn't supposed to catch that.
Yeah.
Lori. Anyway, I've had way worse cuts than this kid had the other night, and I've never had a stitch. So, yeah, it's
Pajama party, that's right, yeah.
that's the way I was whenever I was a kid. It was usually toilet paper and black and electrical tape, you know.
True's comment. John Wiggs doesn't even wear clothes during our lives. I mean, that's the joy of being in the chat. You can wear whatever you want or nothing at all.
Yeah.
You can brush your hair or not. Who cares?
That's pretty much how I was, Randall. I had two cousins that grew up on the same person that on the same place that I was on, and that's kind of the way it was around there too.
Did Cindy say something that we missed?
Why?
Because she said she was going to remove it as soon as we saw it.
Cindy did?
Best thing about lives instead of parties. Oh, okay.
Oh no, she said she's going to remove Randall's comment.
Oh, okay.
Probably because of the shooting and not being.
Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. That's probably good looking out, Cindy, because I didn't think about that. I got my my boxers and combat boots on. I don't think John Wiggs wears lives in anybody's or wears clothes in anybody's lives. He's sitting in his boxers with his combat boots on, drinking coffee out of your mug, Lori. How does that make you feel?
Oh yeah, right. At least I wouldn't sit around in my boxers and combat boots drinking coffee out of your mug if I had one.
What? They shut down your live for a BB stick.
A what?
A BB stick.
What the heck is a BB stick?
I don't know. He probably can't say it on here because
probably.
it'll get us in trouble. That's too much clothing, Lori. Speaking of, where is Wiggs? Loved the Canyon video. Charles must have left and went and watched your video and come back.
Either that was one of the other ones.
Oh, yeah. David taught me all I know about YouTube etiquette. Oh my goodness. That
look at
creeps
this!
me out.
Look at this crazy freaking kid, you guys.
I'm holding a snake.
Keep it away from me.
It's cute.
It is anything but cute. Take it back outside.
All right, go back outside with it.
Oh my goodness.
These kids are nuts, guys. Nuts.
So the boys we were talking about caught a snake the other day, and so they built it like a little habitat, and they've been keeping it and playing with it. And The only thing I know about snakes is how to tell if they're poisonous or not. And I know it's not poisonous, so they're playing with it. But I don't like snakes. It almost touched me the other day, and
Yeah, right, Brenda.
I can't. I can't do snakes.
Snakes don't bother me, but they ain't I mean, I'm not gonna love on them.
I can touch a snake, but a snake cannot touch me.
That was a rattler.
Definitely not a rattler. I collect Daisy, Red Ryder, BB sticks.
Oh.
I can hit a bottle cap at 25 yards with it.
Wow.
Nice. Hunter and Emily both have BB sticks. But Hunter's not allowed to have his because windows have been shot out.
Yeah.
So I don't do spiders. Yeah, I don't like spiders either, but I feel like snakes are way worse. Like I'm not scared of a spider cuz I can step on it. A snake, I'm always afraid that it's going to like rear up and bite me or something. I I don't snakes give me the heebie-jeebies. Really cute if you put it in someone's shoe. Do not give them any ideas.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'll wake up and that thing will be in my boot.
How if you like a friendly friend in your boot?
Mm.
You'll sound like Woody when you say, "Oh my God, there's a snake in my boot."
Yeah. When I was a teenager, my mom got a fake snake and then wrapped it around the steering wheel in my grandma's car, and it scared the living daylights out of her. My grandma didn't like snakes either. I like spiders and snakes as long as they aren't poisonous.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with them as long as they stay away from me. I have a picture of me when I was about her age with a green grass snake wrapped up in my hair. Oh my goodness. BBs do ricochet. Cut the boy some slack with a stern warning.
Yeah, that didn't have nothing to do with ricochets.
I mean, you have a good point, but
Yeah, no.
I really feel like it was intentional.
It was.
It could have also been the friend that he had here to help him. That said friend has since moved to Texas, but now his new
Bye,
friend
Brenda.
isn't
We'll see you
any
later.
better. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his new friend's worse.
Medusa.
Medusa. Yeah.
Bye, Brenda. I know you said bye to her already, but yeah.
Snakes never have bothered me. I mean,
You just say snake in
I
it.
don't see that you need to carry them around and play with them. I mean,
Yeah. I don't want them in my house, though. Yeah. No, me either. Something we found a lot of in our house this year are scorpions.
yes.
I literally grew up picking up snakes and my sisters hated it.
What
I bet
happened?
they did. I don't know, it went away, but I read it first. Every pick I have, I was younger. The last pick, I was a day younger. Send that bad peer pressure down here.
Yeah.
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 I didn't send them. That's just where they went. They're more like in Jesse and Lisa's area, though.
Yeah, they're down in Austin.
Yeah. My cousins had paintball pew-pews. And
I had everything. I mean,
those the suckers hurt.
my 8th birthday party, I got a 22. And I've been doing that since I was a kid and really young.
My sister-in-law can't even look at a picture of a snake. I'm not quite that bad. Drew, are you at David's house?
Take it out on lunch, please.
That would explain why David came in and said hi. Wow, take care, Brenda. Cindy says, I love snakes. You can have him. You can have all the
Scorpions.
snakes.
I love snakes too, Cindy.
Yeah, I'm not a scorpion person
in one
at all.
summer, I captured, or killed 19 black snakes, 2 copperheads, and 1 cottonmouth in my yard. Woods on one side, a river on the other side, and my yard was their highway.
Wow. It's been
Yeah, I'm not that familiar with Southern Texas.
I actually want to get a rosy boa.
Emily wants a rosy boa.
Yeah, they're super small sometimes and they're really stinking cute.
I don't think any snakes are cute.
Oh,
I don't care what
really?
color they are.
Really
It's what was
cute.
it, last summer, last spring, or spring before? I don't even remember now, but we was working around out here and one of the kids was like, "Hey, here's a baby snake." And so we come over there and look at it and it was a baby copperhead. And we moved a panel
Fence panel?
fence panel and there was like 13. It was a nest right under there.
And I had to walk right by that to get into the garden. So I was walking past that several times a day. Ugh. I keep checking my mail. Who else? I keep hearing that you got mail sound.
I don't. Hopefully, it's not coming through on our end somewhere.
Austin, Houston, same issues. You know what I'm talking about, Jesse?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Who said that?
Jeff.
Oh, Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah. 7 scorpions in the house in one night. I think we've seen probably 10 all year. But that's a lot. Like
For us,
I've
yeah.
never seen that many scorpions in my life. Up until this year, I think the only time I'd ever seen a scorpion was on TV or at the zoo. Um,
Did I miss something SLR come across?
they Cindy posted up here that video SLR did today of that scorpion with the scorpion hawk was just oh heck no. We'll
Uh-huh.
have to go watch it.
I'll
I
have
haven't
to go
seen it.
watch it because I didn't. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, you guys, please hit that thumbs up button if you're still here. It was a really hot year.
Yeah,
Scorpions
scorpions
love the
love the
heat.
heat. Yep.
It's funny because we have an exterminator that comes every month, and he's like, "Do you have? Are you seeing bugs? Are you having a problem with anything?" I'm like, "Scorpions and flies.
Yeah.
Flies are awful."
Which, of course, we live on a farm, so we're gonna have flies.
Yeah,
I can't get that through her head.
I still don't want them. I don't care how much you try to justify it. They're still a pain in the butt.
She said one was in her son's bed. Now we moved shortly after
Ugh.
that. They like heat and they like moist. They like a moisture and they like heat. Yeah.
Yeah, copperheads are awful, and they do kind of look like a stick now that you mention
And
it.
these king snakes that they're playing with look just like a copperhead. They are like identical, except the copperhead has the squinty eyes, and the king snakes have round eyes. That's about the only way you can tell the
And
difference.
their heads are shaped different. The copperheads have kind of a pointy head,
Yeah.
or like it points to their nose or whatever. Uh, I don't ever remember seeing them growing up, Bobby. But I was probably just a careless kid that wasn't paying attention to my surroundings.
Guys,
That's
it's
why you need a
6:30.
pet spider. Yeah. Thanks, Elaine. Have a great farm trick if you get horseflies.
Give it to me, Randall. Give it to
Yes,
me.
we have some horseflies. Fortunately, they
And
aren't.
they bug the heck out of our cows, but
Yeah. But mostly it's just, I guess, the regular
just
houseflies.
regular house flies, yeah.
Although they're not as bad since we pinned up the chickens and moved everything to the backyard, and um I stopped throwing scraps out the front door for the chickens.
Yeah.
Because when I was done cooking, I'd just kind of just toss everything out the front door and the chickens would have it all cleaned up in a few minutes.
But I guess there was enough residual laying around that the
But
you mean bugs bug Wiley? Nope, they don't.
Oh my gosh. So our pigs got out, and it's taken us 3 days to get them both back in there. So they got out, and then we hadn't seen on the other side of, like, the creek side of the fence that they had broke it. And so we got our male back in, and then as we were trying to get our female in, the male just snuck out the spot on the back where they had broke it. And he did not want to go back in. So we got him pinned up in the garden. He went in the garden. So then we put the tractor in front of the gate so that he couldn't get back out. So he was in the garden for a couple of days. We finally got him back in this morning.
And it was so simple. It was like the easiest thing I've ever done. I think is what happened was we finally got her back in the pen. And for the last 2 days, he's been out of the pen and she's been in the pen. So he wanted in there with her. But I think she's bred now, so we put her in her little section of the pen and locked her up. And then I just opened the pen up and he just walked right in. I think he was looking for his lover.
Me and Wiley did.
But then he got in there and he was tricked because she wasn't in there. She was in her part of the pen.
Ha ha. So Sam said I got stung several times by scorpions in Saudi Arabia. Them huge black ones like in the Scorpion King, but if you want to see the world's largest spider, just Google camel spider Afghanistan. It's 3 feet tall.
Oh my gosh.
That would be a spider that I would
So
be scared to try to squish.
Lori, our male, we're gonna process him as soon as we get this freezer put together, or this big
Which
walk-in
should be
freezer.
done already, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not. As soon as we get that done, we're processing him. I've got to fatten the two smaller ones up a little more before we process them. I'm pretty sure she's bred, so I'm going to give her time before I process her. Uh, yeah. Okay, two large blue cups.
Blue sticky tape, you will collect thousands. One female will eradicate 100 plus flies. Every time I take the mower or tractor out, the cups are solid covered. They're attracted to blue. Huh.
Really?
Do you put anything in the cups?
We'll be doing it ourselves, Lori. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not paying a processor $400 or $500 to do something I can do myself anymore.
Yeah,
No way.
we've done that a few times, and we're like, dang. So we spend, when you raise your own animal and you're paying for feed and you're giving it time, and then you pay for it to be processed, you're paying twice as much as you can. I mean, you can get pork at the grocery store for 99 cents a pound most of the time, not really now.
But at least you know what you're getting.
But now, I mean, yeah. So we're going to do it ourselves because the cuts may not be as clean, but we're not selling it. We don't care.
Yeah, no,
It still tastes the same.
For us, most of it is
Put cheap wine in the cups.
For us, most of it we turn into sausage anyway. So I mean, we might do a few other cuts, but maybe the roasts or something. But most of it's gonna go into sausage.
And I think our bull Homer might be going in the freezer too because he's turning out to be kind of a butthead.
He's starting to get a little, which of course it's our own fault. I mean, whenever he was a baby, I'd play with him, and he's just way too big to play anymore. And he's going to wind up hurting somebody. So I'm going to.
Randall said put the cups upside down, and then you put the blue tape on it.
Oh, so they come and land on the tape and then get stuck. Yeah, right.
Yeah, DIY is the way to go, right?
Yeah.
We watched last year. Well, yeah, I guess it was last year when we processed 5 hogs last year. 2 of them we paid to have processed, and we processed the other 3 ourselves. And wine in cups for normal flies works great. Now we have to go buy some wine. I guess I could share some of it with the flies. So, she took one of her Dexter's to be processed last week. Nice. So we have maybe our cow. We have a couple pigs that are going in the freezer. We have a goat that needs to go in the freezer. We have several chickens, several ducks, a few rabbits.
Yeah.
We have 4 females, and we bred all 4 of them. And so far, only one of them has had babies.
I'm assuming the other 3 just didn't take. I mean, because we know that they're capable.
Yeah.
They just didn't take, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what happened. Absolutely, Jeff. Hamburger. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
It's her first time. What, your first time to take your steer to be butchered? We're really looking forward to getting our freezer done. So,
Yeah.
no, Cindy. I had to send a letter to the insurance, and it I don't even know if it's got there yet because I haven't received confirmation. So,
So I want to say it's about 79 cents a pound. It was around 80 cents a pound to have them processed. It was a 540-pound hog, and I think it cost us 420. I don't remember exactly, but it was something like that. It was about 420, and it was a 500 and something pound hog. Um,
yeah.
yeah, Tamara, know your butcher. I mean, and now, I mean, that's why we're doing what we're doing. Uh,
When we took our hog to be butchered, there were several cuts that we didn't get back. Um, there were things that on our sheet that they give you like a sheet that says how much you're supposed to have of what, and it wasn't in there, and
yeah.
I just feel like we got robbed.
Yeah, I feel like we really got robbed. Of course, we're not the ones paid for it, so it was we couldn't afford to pay for it, and we hadn't uh butchered one ourselves yet at the
So
time.
basically, we sold
So
half the pig.
so my dad paid for the butcher, and he got half of it. So uh
So when it's hot, rabbits don't always take
so
meat.
I want to say altogether it was almost 300 pounds of meat.
Uh-huh.
Because we got 160. Well, I think it was 160 a piece is what we got back.
That
So
sounds about right.
that was 320 pounds is what we got back.
So Jesse and Lisa, or Jesse posted a link to a blue cup deer fly trap. If anybody wants to check that
I'll
out.
have to check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, the
Definitely do it.
artificial
Jeff.
insemination, we've talked about it. I believe that our friends had it done here a while back, and it was $100.
Yeah. Actually, I called the
Uh,
vet. I called the vet, and they said that it's $100.
okay, so that's what we're thinking about doing. I think, like I said, I'm afraid that Homer's going to wind up hurting one of the kids, and they're here the last couple weeks. We've been having really bad trouble keeping them in the pen, and
Because we don't have a good fence. We just have an electric fence. And part of our electric fence was only one hot wire. So, um, it, they were, where were they getting out? Oh yeah, they had, our bull likes to fight with random objects, and so he had pushed something up underneath the fence and broke it.
yeah,
And so we had to,
You say he likes to fight with random objects and he's always headbutting crates.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
We've got milk crates around the yard, and he like pushed them. We have a wooden feeder that we were feeding him in, but now we don't because he like pushed it down in the creek and up the other side.
yeah,
And
yeah. It's pretty crazy. He's crazy.
yeah.
Hello, Krubby the Beagle.
Hello,
Um,
hello.
so yeah, I believe Homer's going to go in the near future.
Which is really
We
sad.
we've got yeah, it's gonna hurt me. I mean,
It's gonna make us cry.
it's he was a bottle baby. I mean,
I fought hard to
yeah,
keep him alive too.
right.
Like he wanted to die on me, and I kept him alive. Because we didn't know anything about cows when we got cows, and both of them were sick. They'd come from
Dairy.
dairy farms, and so if you know anything, something we learned is that when calves come from dairy farms, they're pulled off the soon as they're born, they're taken away from their mom, and so they had scours, and they were just not in good shape, and it literally was a full-time job just keeping him alive,
Yeah.
and
We had two bottle baby bulls, or two bottle baby, a heifer and a bull, and three bottle baby goats pretty much all at the same time. And you talk about a full time job. It was a nightmare.
when we got our cows, I had done a little bit of research beforehand, but I'm a better hands-on learner. I mean, you can read everything in the book on a subject, and until you get your hands on it and you actually do it, It just doesn't really stick with me. So I knew enough that if a calf has diarrhea real bad, then they're sick. And when we went to this place to buy our calves, the one that they had picked out for us, they had another female picked out for us, and she was so weak she couldn't hardly stand, and she had, I mean, her poop was so runny it looked like she had a water hose.
Yeah.
It was bad, and I was like, "Is she okay?" Like they had to pick her up, and they were carrying her to the trailer to put her in, and I said, "No, we're not buying that one." Because they wanted $300 for a heifer, and I was like, no way. And our friends had actually went and bought 2 calves from them too, and one of them didn't make it 48 hours after
Yeah.
they got it home, and it died.
But
So
we got them. I mean, and you know, we wasn't planning on uh harvesting either one of these. These was going to be
for
breeders.
breeders, yeah,
And but I really do think it's going to be a lot better if we just have her
artificially
artificially
inseminated.
inseminated.
One,
So,
feed costs are crazy. I mean, we probably spend $500-600 a month is about average on feeding our animals. And so we really need to, as things slow down and get into winter and we have less money coming in, we really don't have, we really need to send some of our animals to freezer camp. If they're not going in the freezer, and if they're not making our farm money, then we really don't need to have them, even though we love all of our animals.
yeah. Yeah.
And when it comes time to process Homer, we're going to have somebody come over and dispatch him for us, because neither one of us are going to be able to do
I
it.
don't think so.
And I think I'm still going to cry.
I may have to buckle up and do it, but I mean, but for the most part, I mean, we know the animals we're getting is going to be that's what we're getting them for, is to feed us. And you know, the pigs, it don't bother me any to dispatch the pigs. The rabbits, you know, that don't bother me any. The quail don't bother me any. The chickens ain't going to bother me any. But I do believe it's going to be pretty tough when it comes to Homer.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
And the goats, too. Although Coco is a big pain in the butt. And I'm the guy that names my livestock breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Ours aren't breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but, that's not their names. But that's what they're going to be.
Yeah, Lori, this winter they're saying it's supposed to be a rough one. So we're pretty quickly we're going to be going through and getting rid of what we can. So I think I'm going to get out of the quail business. I don't, because they don't sit on their own eggs. You have to incubate everything. Um, Although it is a really quick turnaround on the
You
quail.
have to eat, like, I mean, 2 quail is a serving size, but, you could eat 3, 4, 5 of them and still not be full.
Yeah, yeah. It's just I don't think it's real feasible for us to keep them. So
And they
I'm going to be
require a different kind of feed than the other animals. So
all the rest of the animals. We feed all stock, and
we named our animals after exotic cars and famous generals.
we feed all stock to all of our other animals. But the quail is a separate kind of feed we have to
They have
buy
to
for
have game
them.
bird feed,
So I
and
just it's not.
it's $20 a bag.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what I heard, Randall. That's
ugh,
what I heard. I don't know if you
no
guys watch
thank you.
Ryan Hall, y'all, but that's I've been watching him, and that's
I'm a huge sissy when it comes to the cold.
so the way he explained it today. I did not know this. You know, the globe. See where am I at? The globe and the polar vortex is like a bowl trapping the polar vortex on the North Pole, and so it gets unstable and it wobbles around, so it lets a little bit of the cold slip out. And they're saying that this year the polar vortex is the coldest ever on record.
Hmm.
So as that cold air starts slipping out and coming down, where it's supposed to be even worse, you know, colder down here than what it ever has been. So
I vote for no snow. I'm with you, Trish. I don't want snow either. I grew up in Northern California, and there were years we'd get snowed in our house. We were homeschooled in the wintertime because there was no way we were getting to and from school on a regular basis. And I mean, the snow is fun to visit. It's not fun to live in. It's
And
not fun to farm in. It's
that was another thing they was talking about is he was saying that the Hualululu or whatever it was, volcano that went off earlier this year because it was under the ocean. Whenever it went off, it put so much moisture in the upper atmosphere that that could really affect on snowfall and stuff. So we might
oh
be able to get a
goodness,
way above average snowfall and everything because of that also.
that doesn't sound
But
fun at all. We have our we have our animals set up on automatic water systems, so they have constant fresh water all the time. But that's not going to work when it's below
yeah,
freezing.
no.
And so we're literally going to be with like 5-gallon buckets on a yard cart trying to transfer water and breaking water buckets or breaking ice in buckets and stuff, and I'm not looking forward to it at all.
Right, Jeff. Right. That's Jeff. That's my thoughts exactly. Yes, yeah, Lori. It's there. That's what he's saying. I mean, he's saying it's kind of iffy that they don't really know a lot about the science behind it, but they said that for sure the polar vortex is colder than it ever has been on record as of right now, and that could very highly affect our temperatures. And then the whole moisture in the air because of the volcano, all that coming together could mean pretty bad things.
Don't
So
get me started on the global warming stuff.
I just watched the video today. Oh,
I'll get kicked off of YouTube.
Charles watched it.
I don't mind snow as long as I have enough wood and food. Yeah. And as long as I don't have to go outside, I like looking at the snow. I don't actually like being out in the snow.
So Charles, I just now seen your comment from up there a minute ago. Quail are the easiest to raise, I heard. Yes, they are. They are extremely easy to raise. They're quiet. They just, they're actually a perfect animal to raise, other than they will not reproduce themselves. You have to incubate their eggs, and that just makes everything so much harder.
It's incubating's not hard. Once you get the hang of it. We haven't quite got the hang of it yet, and it seems like every time we have a batch of eggs in the incubator, power goes out or something.
No,
And then
it's not just that, but our kids, especially in the summer or winter, it happens all the time. We get up and leave the house, and we don't turn the heater on, or we don't turn the air conditioner on because it's cool whenever we leave in the mornings.
yeah,
And so we'll leave, and then whenever we get home, the kids will have not ever turned the air conditioner on during the day.
they'll be in here sweating.
So it'll be so hot in the house, and which messes up the whole incubation thing. Um, or vice versa. I mean, they'll in here and have 5 blankets wrapped around them to keep from freezing to death, but they won't turn the heater on.
Yeah. Jesse posted a whole lot of good facts. St. Cloud changed for the bad, but further north, so beautiful. Um, Jesse's over here posting facts on polar vortex. Yeah. Yeah, they wanna use these terms, you're right, like they just come out, like it's something they just made up, but it's been stuff like this has been happening for centuries.
Yep.
Battery heat plates. Is
Hmm.
that like after they're hatched?
Oh yeah, is that
Yeah.
after they come out of the incubator? Yeah.
Snuggle weather, that's for sure. I'm so happy it's been cooling off outside, but this week we're supposed to have lows in the 30s.
Yeah, this is going to be. What
And
was it like? Tomorrow was supposed to be 85 or something, and then Tuesday it's supposed to be 30.
yeah, at night,
Yeah, at night.
obviously.
Yeah,
But I just think about all of our homeless friends.
yeah.
Like they're coming out of the summer, they don't have warm blankets yet, they don't have warm clothes yet, they don't have a warm place to stay. We're going to be here with our wood stove going, and all those people out there are going to be freezing.
Yep.
And I mean, not just our people here, but like in the
Everywhere.
northern states where they're getting snow
I
already.
couldn't imagine.
That's nuts. Oh, Elaine hung out as long as she can. We're over an hour
Yeah,
anyway.
we're way over our time anyway, Elaine. Thank you for hanging out as long as you have. We
Yep.
we greatly appreciate it.
So, yeah, Jeff, it hasn't been happening for centuries. It's been happening forever.
Forever.
Right.
Right.
Those are things that we have to talk about when we're not on YouTube or Facebook. Wiley was scrolling through Facebook yesterday and come across this picture that had been blurred out. And I was like, click on that just to see what it is. And it was a cowboy riding a horse with a calf over the horse, saving the calf, and it was a Bible verse. And basically that said, nobody ever said life was going to
Bye,
be
Jesse.
easy. And it got censored. It's ridiculous. Bye, Jesse. He probably has to go mob for somebody else.
Yep. There was something. Oh, prior and after, he said. Wow. Yeah, they are. They are high maintenance as far as getting them, getting them ready to put out. But once you put them out, they're not at all.
I saw that they mentioned God. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, it's awful. What
All
are you
right,
doing?
guys. We are
Because it's really limp.
going to get off here. I've had potatoes in there boiling for
Since we started
since we
this,
started.
and so they're
No, I
probably
actually turned it off way a while ago, but
they probably boiled themselves into mashed
yeah,
potatoes.
they might be mashed potatoes already. We're getting cold tonight already in Ontario. Oh wow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bet.
So anyway, we're gonna get off here. We're gonna get supper done. We're gonna get these kids fed.
Yay.
And
We love you guys.
we love
Thanks
you
for hanging
guys.
out with us.
Yep. Thanks for hanging out. We will see you guys Wednesday if we don't see you in between there. In between here and there in some other chats. So
And any creators in here, y'all should go check out the 30-day creator challenge by Daryl Eves. If you just gotta Google it on Google.
You do the same, Jeff.
And check it out and see what you think, because we're looking into it and it seems like it's gonna be a really awesome thing. So.
Thanks, Randall. We'll see you later.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Thank you guys for everything.
In 6 months.
Now I have to figure out how to end this
Yeah,
because we don't
because we don't know how. Oh, okay.
All right.